President Zuma, Deputy President, Premier of Gauteng, Minister Motsoaledi, ministers and ambassadors, and ordinary members of civil society. We depend upon all of you to confront and overcome the HIV epidemic that faces our country, that kills our people, and that takes away the dignity of many people because of stigma and because of discrimination. President Zuma, I speak today on behalf of the 17 civil society sectors of the South African National AIDS Council, and the message that we would like to bring to you, President Zuma, is that we are ready for your leadership in this epidemic. We're ready for your directions and for the directions of the Deputy President, Halima Motlanthe. HIV is an enormous challenge for all of us. A month ago, President Zuma, you spoke to the National Council of the provinces, and you told the NCOP that there were two grave threats to our country, to our development, to our future. The two threats that you talked about were the financial crisis and its effects on employment and on poverty in this country, and the threat of HIV and AIDS. And you called on us all to rise and to provide leadership in responding to those threats. I would just like to talk for a few minutes about three of the areas where we will follow the leadership of the government and the President in the way we respond to this epidemic. President Zuma, you talked about the problem of stigma, about the discrimination that people with HIV continue to face on a daily basis in this country. In this room, in this crowd, I'm not sure where, is a young woman called Mandisa Dlamini. She's the daughter of Gugu Dlamini, who was murdered 11 years ago in KwaMashu for disclosing her HIV status in trying to provide leadership in that community. Gugu has grown up without a mother because of stigma, because of murderous stigma. And we must challenge that stigma, each and every one of us, because unless we challenge that stigma, we will never achieve openness and normality around HIV infection. We must challenge it in our everyday actions, in our own conduct towards other people. The second area where we will follow your command is in preventing the deaths that are happening because of HIV in this country. It's a tragedy, but it's the truth, that 2.5 million people now, according to Statistics South Africa, have died of AIDS in the last decade. Every day, more than 500 people die of HIV. President Zuma, we appeal to you, we must continue to scale up access to antiretroviral treatment. We understand the financial challenges it presents the Ministry of Health and that it presents our country. But we're lucky we have Michelle Sidibe here today. And we say to Michelle Sidibe, call on the international community, the United States, the European Union, the developed nations, to continue and expand their support to developing countries, including South Africa, to meet the challenge of treatment for people with HIV and AIDS. Do not withdraw that support and do not reduce that support. Finally, President Zuma, we will follow your command on prevention. As Michelle Sidibe said, if we don't stop HIV infections, we will never stop this epidemic. 1,000 HIV infections a day in South Africa is a tragedy and it is a disaster. And it's more a disaster when we know that HIV is not like flu, born in the air. HIV is mainly sexually transmitted, and we can change behaviors if we reach to every person in this country and help them to change their behaviors and understand their own individual risk. We will follow your leadership in that. And we will follow the message that you are giving to this country, that we must all know our HIV status, each one of us, positive or negative. If we don't know, we should set ourselves a challenge between now and World AIDS Day 2010 in saying that this will be the first country in the world which can say that it is a country where we all know, positive or negative, what our status is. So President, Minister, Deputy President Michel Sidibe, we're ready. We truly are ready. We won't just make demands of government. Government must make demands of us. Government must make demands of civil society, and government must demand that civil society delivers on what it is capable of doing. If we do that, we can save lives. And if we believe in this country, if we believe in this democracy, if we believe in this constitution, and if we believe in equality and dignity, we have to overcome HIV. And I believe that starting today, we will, with the leadership of this government, defeat HIV. Thank you.